frozen to the marrow. The shattering moon has plunged the survivors into an eternal winter. Frost zones dominate the landscape, and only the brave will risk it all for vital resources. Trust no one, but remember, you won't make it alive on your own. Will you rebuild, or will you let the cold?
To Vostok might be one of the more ambitious, realistic hardcore action game there is, and it's being made by one single developer. It's crazy how good this looks. It is a hardcore survival sandbox experience with realistic weapon mechanics, advanced survival systems, and hostile NPCs, featuring multiple medical conditions, tactical weapon handling, permadeath elements, and in-depth character simulation. Scavenge, storage, and craft hundreds of unique items based on real-world parameters and progressive loot tiers. Find weapons, tools, consumables, medical items, military gear, electronics, apparel, and much more. Trade, buy, or sell items to specialized in-game traders with intuitive refuse-accept value system. Traders can also be used for services like medical care or weapon maintenance. The dynamic game world includes randomized game events like crash sites, airdrops, ambush, and special trading quest events. There are also environmental weather events like rain and thunderstorms. Next up we have Atomfall, a survival action game inspired by real-life events. Atomfall is set 5 years after the Windscale nuclear disaster in northern England. Explore the fictional quarantine zone, scavenge, craft, barter, fight, and talk your way through a British countryside setting filled with bizarre characters, mysticism, cults, and rogue government agencies. You'll unravel a tapestry of interwoven narratives through exploration, conversation, investigation, and combat, where every choice you make has consequences.
Fire in 1957. This was one of the worst nuclear disasters in British history and was even one of the first in the world. However, in Atomfall, there are more mysterious and sinister things at play behind the scenes, and you must uncover the secrets of what happened to the atom plant and the surrounding area. Your journey will take you through the Wyndham Lake District in northern England, but it is not as it once was. Crashed helicopters, rusted out cars, and abandoned playgrounds are just some of the things you will come across. The towns are patrolled by a group sent in to make people observe protocol. Originally, they started as a military group sent in as part of the Bard response to the disaster. They were to retain control, establish a quarantine zone until help arrived. But 5 years later, help hasn't come. Is this still a legitimate occupying force, or is something more troublesome going on? They regularly hold briefings in the town square to keep everyone informed of the situation. They use more modern equipment for their weapons and also utilize the Bard robots that are equipped with machine guns and flamethrowers. You will want to be careful not to get on their bad side.
Retreat or die. Your choice, citizen.
If you can manage to get past the patrolling robots, you can have the opportunity to delve further into the mystery of what the British Atomic Research Division was really up to. Bard is a big source of mystery, as their motto in Latin reads, Nova Lux, discutit umbras antiquas, which translates to, the new light dispels the ancient shadows. It seems they were doing more than just atomic research, and may have dipped into something more dangerous. You must uncover these secrets if you ever hope to make it out alive. These two factions are not the only ones you will have to deal with either. A number of cults have popped up in the last 5 years, and they see anyone and everyone as an outsider. The cultists can vary in appearance, from top hats, goggles, and feathers, to wearing hooded robes with deer antlers attached to their heads. They will be more primitive than the soldiers or the Bard robots, but don't let your guard down, as they can be just as dangerous with bows and arrows, cricket bats, and axes. They have taken up residence in and around the forested areas, including some castles, which will not be easy to access, and may require a stealthier approach if you want to investigate them further. These areas are complete with giant wicker men, worship shrines, and ritual locations. Be careful investigating, as what you find may not want to be found.
Next up we have Echo of Pripyat, which is an exciting action-adventure walking simulator that immerses the player in the atmosphere of the Chernobyl exclusion zone, conveying all the horrors and fears of people left in this forgotten land. The game is created to allow the player to feel the soul of this mysterious place. You'll explore the forbidden zones of Chernobyl, facing dangers and mysteries, and go through trials that will test your endurance and determination.
Every story wants to be heard. It's like wandering through memories that were never mine. Time to find out the truth.
left one is where people have established their settlements. New communities appear there, as well as new trade routes and conflicts. This is where the main storyline unfolds, and PvE locations are situated. You will start here. This part of Pioneer is an adventure game with minimum MMO elements. We put a lot of efforts in our level design and use the best practices of narrative in dialogues. Moreover, we've created a special game mode where other players cannot interfere with you or your party playing. Oh yes, quests can be completed single-handedly or with friends. You can even have a dialogue with an NPC as a party. Explore the regions and gather info about the world and its mysterious past. Rest in any of the settlements, spending time in bars or playing mini-games. Trade for resources and try to gather as much as you can. Pioneer has progression levels, and after each level up, you get one skill point to spend on upgrading your character. This can make playing easier, but without creating builds, you won't have that big of an advantage on the battlefield. Yes, your armor and weapons itself are quite more important. Upgrading and efficiently using your equipment is what actually shows your progress through the game. Just like certain monster slayer, a skillful character in Pioneer needs two guns, one for killing monsters and another for punishing teammates or, rarely, other players. You can enhance your weapons or modify your equipment on the workbench, but every step of it consumes resources. Weapons can be modified more comprehensively by upgrading a submachine gun to a machine gun, for example, or by just adding modules which increase your weapon stats on the move. Upgrading the most interesting and powerful equipment demands unique blueprints and resources. And that's the catch. The rarest of the loot can be found only on the right part of the island. The right part of the Pioneer Island consists of two regions, the Midlands and Shadowlands. These territories are home to PvPvE zones and clan wars. The gameplay here feels more like survival. Another player encountered here is likely to be an enemy, and the local creatures are decidedly more dangerous and ferocious. These two regions lack quests and are much less forgivable with regard to the players. You can lose all the resources you've spent time and effort gathering. At the same time, your death in a regular PvE zone will cost you just some polish on your equipment and a little bit of your pride. Your typical gameplay on the right part of the island looks something like this. You're gathering resources or joining your clan members to seize the production point.
Next up, Ashfall, where you'll step into an Eastern-inspired wasteland, brave the dangers of what remains of civilization, exploring every zone in search of the core of creation. Immerse yourself in a rich storyline with diverse equipment and a robust talent system at your disposal. Ashfall features 9 distinct shooting styles, each born from a unique blend of talents, equipment, and visceral shooting mechanics. With 9 styles to discover and play around with, you'll find your ideal way to roam and conquer the wasteland.
Take the gun. Leave the shelter. Over the mountains. Across the deserts. Go east. Some friends. Be powerful.
My story is a tale of rules rewritten by nuclear fire.
Serdar, wake up!
Hello.
Doctor.
Yana's not here?
Oh, hey, Serdar!
Have you seen Yana? Max?
Something happened.
She's in no state to be wandering out in the metro alone. I need to go after her. Their bodies. They've been arranged in some sort of ritual. Please, just let Yana be all right. What was that? I keep hearing other voices on the radio.
You said there were people there.
Did you not hear any of that? Yana, is that you?
The worm, the worm, the worm.
I'm seeing things. Hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind. What is happening? Sometimes we need to become the thing we fear. To prevent something worse.
Stay here. Stand guard. On me. Bloody hell.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Is everything sorted at the ribs?
Affirmative, sir. All squared away.
Copy that. Now, make your way back and keep this
Unpleasant situation.
Leave the glasses, Nina. They'll just break anyway.
Somebody's going to steal it.
Well, who sent you? Richter or that asshole Zorik?
No one sent me. Guess today is your...
Good run. Got 3 whole artifacts. Hamster was jumping with freaking joy. I could go back and...
Are you new here? Come on in, make yourself at home. But don't get too comfy. If you need anything fixed, I'm your man.
En la entretejida línea del tiempo, acá en esta tierra ya habitada, llegaron ellos. Los primeros se decían ser. Acá en la llanura donde cubrimos hoy con nuestro cuerpo el manto gris de esta ciudad desolada. Ellos, los anhelantes viajeros del mar, nacidos del continente de los reyes, sin saber qué les deparaba, de trabajo, sudor y lágrimas. Armaron sus casas de barro y plantaron vida, compartiendo con otros cuya naturaleza desconocían. Y con más fuerza que nunca lucharon para mantener sus raíces, sus creencias.
Distinto que vivo en lo profundo. Es como una sombra. Ahora lo siento conmigo todo el tiempo.
shall not flinch from crushing any insurgency or uprising with the inexorable...
This is a stark admonition to all who would presume...
The next Metro game is coming, it's confirmed, it's more real than ever before, and we've got some even bigger confirmation and details from this next mainline project in the series, thanks to 4A Games themselves, which are the creators of the Metro games. The team is officially starting to tease the new game, and they're really hyping things up with it, saying it'll be a true next-gen post-apocalyptic experience, one that we've been waiting for ever since the new consoles released, with PS5 and Xbox Series X, and of course PC. Let's be honest here, this gen of consoles hasn't really been the best, and in my opinion we've yet to see a game that is truly next gen, that shows all of its potential with the new technology, with enhanced graphics, a perfectly crafted and beautiful world full of details to see and find, realistic animations, movements, combat and so on. We've yet to see a game like this, but this new Metro game wants to be truly next gen with the most immersive environments yet, and of course the atmosphere, also the craziest and most realistic creatures yet, and a full-on exciting story continuation with Artyom, most probably. The next Metro game has been officially confirmed to be releasing in the near future, either in 2024 or in 2025. But thanks to legit industry insiders, we're hearing about this new Metro game because it is really close to completion, and the developers kinda want to do a stealth release, or some kind of stealth reveal, meaning they'll reveal the new game very soon and then it releases just a couple of months later.